I was watching
Yeah.
this documentary the other day about how we are being trained through movies to survive.
Possibly, yeah. They are
Yeah.
trying. They'd rather have a prepared population.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, if ever something does happen, like
Yeah.
people are aware of the different steps, like find shelter.
Wag lang Filipino movies, ah. Iba,
Wag lang.
iba.
Welcome to another episode of Ace Daddies, a show where we talk about home solutions, practical hacks, and of course, ways to become a better dad. This is your dad bud Joey, and I'm here with Daddy Jake. All right, so just for you guys to get to know Jake better, no, he's a good friend of mine, and he's also a director. What else do you do? You're a content creator, and you're also a prepper dad.
Yeah.
Wow, how amazing is that?
Doomsday prepper.
Doomsday prepper. That's so relevant now, no? Because of all the calamities that we're having, and of course the recent typhoon. I guess it's something that we can talk about. But before that, maybe we can talk more about what you do as a director, and of course when it comes to production. I'm sure there are some practical uses for you, no, when you go to Ace.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think most people see the output, they see the commercial when it airs, but they don't know, behind the scenes to be able to get to that point. There's so much preparation and support needed to pull off like a shoot like that, especially on the side of the like the production design department and even in the tech, the
Siyempre,
support.
pag nakikita ng
Yeah.
tao, malinis na di ba? They
Yeah.
see the final product, but what happens behind the scene, no?
I can say for sure every production that I've been a part of, there's always a trip to Ace Hardware involved there because there's always things you get to be able to take care of the little things that you'll need during the shoots to be able
What
to.
are the
Yeah.
things that you usually go for? Cleaning stuff, ganon.
Well, definitely like, okay, one, storage talaga because during shoots, there's a lot of props, a lot of
Yeah.
little things that you need. So we buy a lot of
Yeah,
storage.
especially with
Yeah.
production, you need to really store all these items. No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then electricals also like, for example, especially extensions, we need a lot of electrical support, especially for shooting on location. So
Yeah.
we definitely
So
need a
meron
lot
ka bang
of.
mga bagay na, like secrets, no, that you do during production that you find here? Like I remember dulling spray, no? Like that's
Yeah.
something that you can buy, that thing you spray so that the shiny doesn't reflect.
Yeah, actually, well, secrets. Well, one of the things that I like about like sometimes, admittedly, when they're smaller budget productions and we need to maximize the lights of the
Yeah.
of the maybe set design. Sometimes we even buy additional lights here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're good quality lights that you can find here. Basic like bar lights or even just basic
Yeah.
LED lights that you can just situate in different areas of a set
Yeah.
to be able to add incidental
Just to
lights here and
simulate
there.
a mood, no?
Yeah, for the price of those lights and everything, it really looks like feels very organic in the set.
Speaking of
Yeah.
mood, no, parang now Halloween is coming up. I'm sure there are so many ways that we could actually, dress up our house to make it a bit spooky, no, using the lights here.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think if you're not gonna be like investing so much on maybe decorations
Yeah.
or different like scary props,
Ah.
one way that you can really set the mood to your house would probably be through lighting. Like
Yeah.
spotlights here.
When
and
you
there,
become
yeah.
when you become a dad, no, parang one of the most exciting
Yeah.
days for me of the year is actually Halloween. No? Of course, Christmas then Halloween is a big event
Yeah.
when you have kids at home. But I remember when I was young, me and my cousins would always play around and create like a horror booth in the room. Like you dress up a room and you like turn on and off the lights and stuff. I'm sure you can find something to use, no, as props here that you could actually make, to dress up the place.
Oh
to
yeah,
scare
definitely.
kids.
Like especially for the kids. Like sometimes maybe if you don't want them to go out trick or treating, diba? You turn your house into
Yeah.
the different rooms into your
horror
house
house,
into a
yeah.
horror house, diba? But changing up the lights, maybe adding some colored lights here and there, diba?
What are your Halloween plans? Are you going anywhere?
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely go around a bit like the village just to get like, just let them experience the trick or treating,
Yeah.
to see the different decorations. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, other than that, yeah, we just like to also have a little celebrations at home, like what you
Home
said.
decorating is something that before kasi it's usually the mom that does it. I guess now more dads are getting involved also in the decorating of the house and
Yeah,
also.
I think it's because dads consume more content online and they see more stuff also. They want to
Yeah.
be a part of it. So
I see a lot of these people creating toys, no? Like I saw one that I found very interesting was this dad creating a fake roller coaster at the backyard. Parang something that you can push
Yeah.
lang,
Using a basket as the
in front of the TV.
Yeah, stuff
I'm sure
like
these containers you can do that.
Oh yeah.
Just a funny story. I remembered it just now. No, I remember when my son was about 2. I give him a bath in these containers sometimes to pretend that it's like a
Yeah.
bathtub. And, so many uses for it. I also know, Jake, that you're into prepping, no? Like you're a prepper. You have these a lot of these
Like
gadgets or
emergency supplies. Yeah.
Can you tell us more about that?
When you do become a prepper, you prep for stuff. You prep for something which you wish won't happen.
Yeah.
Right? You're not excited to use these things, right? But it's like you just want peace of mind to be able to know that, okay, in case something happens, I have these things. Basic stuff like lights, flashlights.
So what are your top 5 things that you need to have? No?
Well, definitely in this day and age, power. You need power. So a power station or ways to charge devices,
Yeah.
because that's the one thing that you can use, during an outage. Diba? And you need to communicate. You
Especially
need to,
now, you need to charge so many things. No?
anything that can be charged. Even even like lights, for example. A lot of flashlights nowadays are, have charging capabilities. So it's always good to have a power source during
And also,
times of
it's safer
emergency.
than the conventional candle, no?
Oh, yeah,
Remember when you were
definitely.
kids, like you're paranoid to sleep at night because the candle was still on.
Yeah, it's like
Remember you'd put water around, like put it in a cup. Kami ganun, a candle in a
you
cup.
stick it to yung cap
water.
ng sardines. Diba?
Yeah.
Yeah, basic prepping. I mean, I wouldn't say I have like I'm not gonna say like I have this stockpile of like weaponry.
You have
or-
a bunker, you have
no.
a
Di naman
bunker
wala
of-
naman bunker or like a nuclear bunker. Di
Yeah.
naman ganun. But it's more of just like basic things that can be able to that you can have to be able to make your life a little bit more comfortable in times of emergency, like emergency fans, for example. The lights. As mentioned, the power
A
station.
lot of straps. For me
Yeah.
personally, I think those velcros, those straps are very useful, no, for
Yeah,
emergency.
things to secure things together just in case, because you never know if you're gonna have to be able to get things move fast. You want to be able to secure things together, right?
Yeah.
Like zip ties, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So basic like managing things during times of emergency.
So you were telling me you were in Cebu when
Yeah, I mean, imagine I'm the prepper that I am. I'm always prepared. I have all my stuff in here in Manila. I have the go bags, and then when I had my trip to Cebu to visit my family on December 2021, that's when Typhoon Odette like hit.
yeah.
So right when we landed, the next day, that's when Typhoon Odette hit. And I left all my prepping stuff there. Because of course my parents are not preppers like me. So I really got to experience what it's like to not be prepared during an actual emergency.
Yeah. What's the difference between a go bag and a prepper kit?
Well, go bag by the name. It's a bag. It's a quick thing you grab. So people sometimes say that when you do prep for stuff, you have this big box, maybe like a big crate, right? That you'd find here. Big crate with all the main supplies that you would keep in one location. But a go bag is something
Something you can carry with you. Just
grab
in
with
case,
you if, in case you don't have time. Like for example, there's an earthquake.
Yeah.
You just grab it and go. Just so everything that you have is there enough for maybe there's like a basic necessities in one bag.
Because I remember before, no, nauso yan, everyone needs a go bag. Actually, in school, no, my kid has a go bag.
Everyone's
It's an
required,
emergency bag, go bag. But I guess people sometimes mistake it for, it's the same as the prepper kit. Yun na yun, di ba? You have a go bag at home.
Yeah, it's basically a compressed version of the kit. You know what I mean? Like whatever necessities you have in a box, the big stuff. It's just little things put into one bag.
Yeah.
It's more compact.
You know what's also very useful that you can get in Ace, no? Are those butane, those portable gas?
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, actually when they invented that, it solved a lot of problems. Cooking anywhere, camping, di ba? Parang that for me is
and that is actually one of the things they say when you prep, like you build water sources, light, right? Fire source, that's one other thing, a portable fire source. So having those things is very, very useful.
What's your biggest fear, no? When it comes to like a type of emergency?
I think,
Of course, you try to simulate all these things. No?
Yeah,
I think being
yeah.
a prepper, you try to imagine
honest-
being 5 steps ahead.
for me, I just think in terms of like my family, like my biggest fear is not having the necessary things to be able to take care of them or to make sure that they're comfortable and safe during a times of emergency. So yeah, that's why I told you when I was there dun sa typhoon, diba? I was really afraid because I didn't have anything I was unprepared. So it's like the biggest fear is being unprepared during times of emergency. So you can't do anything, diba? You feel helpless. To be able to fix any of the problems. Yeah.
Siguro we can check out what's inside the box so that we know what's the surprise from
All
Ace
right.
is. So these are actually sample of things that you can have in your emergency kit. So this is a rechargeable flashlight,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
a handheld torch.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it will work simultaneously with your, like, if you do have like charging or power banks and stuff, because you
Ah.
can charge these things. You won't need to
Can,
worry
can
about
this work as
batteries.
a power bank also? It would be cool, no? Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, actually.
Of course, like what you mentioned earlier, like the portable power station. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
every household na today should actually have a portable power station. Because we're so dependent on our gadgets, we're so dependent on our phones that I think this is a must-have in every household. Get pala nito ah.
Yeah. It's 300 watts. That's a decent amount for like
So
a power
300
unit.
watts is enough for
Yeah, for basic charging of devices and like anything that you'd need to like a laptop or, and yeah, the best good thing about it is portable, because of course there are bigger power stations out there that are meant to charge appliances. No?
yeah.
But
You know, I was watching
yeah.
this documentary the other day about how we are being trained through movies to survive. Like Walking Dead, all these mga shows now, it's actually a military project of actually training regular people on the basic things of what to do.
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
possibly. Yeah, they are
Yeah.
trying. They'd rather have a prepared population.
Yeah. So now, if ever something does happen, like
Yeah.
people are aware of the different steps, like find shelter.
Wag lang Filipino movies, ah. Iba.
Wag lang.
Di naman, I don't think you'll be able to survive if you
Tsaka wag
follow
lang
the
mga
tips.
zombie apocalypse because that one is very scary. All right, so this is a power
There.
station, no? Maybe we can take it out so that we can have a look.
Yeah. Let's check out the features.
Wow, look at that! It's so compact and it's heavy, ah.
Let's look at the front.
So Jake, something like this, no? It's of course it's small. It's small enough to fit in your emergency kit, but at the same time, you can also bring it with you when you go traveling.
Yeah, sometimes I actually bring mine in my car.
car?
Yeah, when I go on family trips, diba? Sometimes,
Yeah.
wala, you don't never know when you're gonna get a socket anywhere
Yeah.
you go, diba? So,
Actually, I
outdoors.
need this kasi the socket in my car is actually not working, so this
Yeah,
would
so
probably be
it has
useful.
USB. It's pretty complete na. USB has the actual socket
Ito,
there.
itong DC na to, yung pang cigarette ano yan, di ba? People still use that, no? Surprisingly, it's still around.
Yeah.
No? That
And then some
industry.
chargers are still used that actually. Diba? You see some chargers.
And this one, you can also use it to jumpstart your car.
Yeah, 300 watt is a good. I think it's a good. Good range
I think
of
fine
power.
today, every household should have a portable emergency power station.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Kasi you'll never know when power shortage would happen, and we're so dependent on our mobile phones. Like I see these images in the news now where people are lining up whenever there's an emergency. Kumari, there's a power outage
Yeah.
in a location. They're in the barangay hall and they're all
Under phones.
yeah, or makita mo isang table tapos maraming naka-plug
Naka-plug
na mga
everywhere,
posts, no?
yeah,
Para,
yeah.
I wish they had a power station na to.
I even knew someone who was charging for people to charge at his power station. Like
Oh, really?
during the
May
typhoon.
nagkakitaan pa.
Yeah, grabe, no? During times of
Ah.
emergency, you charge people, but
Yeah, you can actually make it a business.
yeah. Although I mean, it's medyo intense naman yan.
Pero
but,
this one has a 220, so it can probably power mga small appliances at home, no?
yeah, I think, but for that, you just need to check lang the output.
Have you seen
yeah.
those mga mobile coffee
coffee?
where they have an espresso machine and it's
Yeah.
attached to a power
Yeah,
power
you know what?
station?
Yeah, if your power station could do a small appliances, that's perfect, diba? Like
Yeah.
espresso machine or blender, diba? Even those,
Yeah, you can
those little
actually
things.
use it for business. So multi-use siya. It's not just for emergency. It
Yeah.
could be used for
And
business.
it's actually
as well.
good to, not to keep the battery stagnant, diba? It's good to also use it every now and then.
Yeah.
Some people kasi they buy theirs and they just keep it there. They never charge it. They never, it's good to also, use it para lang the battery doesn't get damaged.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
Baka naman Ace. Thank you. All right. I guess it's nice to know that there's a place though like Ace where you can actually find these things. No? It goes beyond what we know about Ace na. It's a hardware now where you find light switches and all that. But actually you can find other things that will help you for survival, no? for your everyday
I don't even
challenges.
want to use the term survival because it's so how you say, it's so extreme, diba?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But honestly, during these times of disaster, you just want to find ways to make your life a little bit more comfortable
Yeah.
during like situations like that. Just so that you
Like
won't,
during the
yeah.
lockdowns, if I remember
Yeah.
when the lockdowns happened, like, we all had like little solutions for the
Yeah,
household.
fixes for these inconveniences or ganun, yeah.
So I guess for everyone who's watching and for everyone who's looking to build their own go bag or
Yeah,
emergency
emergency kit. Yeah,
what's your best advice? No, like top 5 things that they need to have in there.
I think number one, just like start small. People kasi sometimes are overwhelmed. They'll buy so many things that
Yeah.
are, you have to have a priority. Like what identify the problems first that you could encounter,
Yeah.
and then you find quick solutions to those problems that'll come up with that'll make your like shopping list instead of just buying random things that
Yeah.
look cool, diba? Sometimes you buy all these stuff, you realize I'm not really gonna need this
Yeah.
naman during an emergency. So yeah, just I think the best tip is to really identify certain problems and just get simple things to
And
solve
also, I
them.
think make sure that your emergency kit is someplace where it's accessible. No?
Oh yeah, and everyone knows where it is. Definitely.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
there should be a drill that's being practiced at home, especially with these things, and make it reachable by everyone. No,
Yeah.
Don't put it at the top of that no one else can get it, and you have to get
Yeah, and the nice thing about like these boxes is that it's stackable. That's one plus, right? And it's not like it's quite like sturdy. So even if you stack multiple like layers,
Yeah.
it's gonna hold and it won't like get damaged.
So I guess that's it. Thank you very much to everyone watching, and of course, thank you very much, Jake, for giving us
Yeah.
enlightening us about your ways of prepping and getting everyone aware of the things that they need not to create their emergency kits. So this is your dad bud Joey, and I'm here with Daddy Jake.
Yeah.